Buongiorno everyone, welcome back to the My Channel TV. Sunday morning settings. Just watched the full game back there after that 2-0 win over Brentford. So I can do these player ratings nice and proper for you. Got the specs on, got my notes here. And we're going to get into it because it's another brilliant win for Newcastle. 7 games unbeaten now. You lot have been asking for player ratings, so here you go, right? Smash that like button and subscribe, please, if you haven't already. Since I'm putting this out here for you after this very late Saturday night, last night, getting back from London and stuff. Anyways, let's start off with our number one, Martin Dubravka. A clean sheet for him yesterday, and to be fair, he did very well in the latter stages of the game. He didn't have much to do at all until, probably since Christian Eriksen came on. Christian Eriksen with some great passes and stuff into our final third. He had to make some good point-blank saves, Martin Dubravka, yesterday, because if they had scored late on, even with 10-5 minutes to go, it makes things tricky and the pressure's on. The home crowd would have got behind him. It would have been a navy finish. So Dubravka was brilliant there to keep them out. I'm going to give Martin Dubravka an 8 out of 10. Because I think when he was called upon, did very well. Didn't have to do too much. Have I got how many shots he's... I haven't got exactly how many shots he saved. But yeah, clean sheet. Did his job when it came to it. Would have probably got 9 out of 10 if he pulled off some bigger saves, some more saves. But hey, kept the clean sheet. Happy days for Martin Dubravka. Another happy days for Emil Kraft. Now he was actually brilliant yesterday. Really, really tough. There was a couple of times where Brentford were going on the break and he just outmuscled his opponent, foot first. He was brave. It could have backfired like it did for Josh Da Silva in the first 10 minutes. When you put your foot in like that, but he timed it well. He was really crafting, and he was really filling in for Trippier quite well. He's still got a bit about him going forward, more so than people might assume. And he's doing a very good job. You know what I mean? Everyone was hoping, Javi Manquillo was fit for this one, even last week. But nah, I'm happy with Crafty. Crafty's doing a good job. Crafty the bargain. £5 million. 8 out of 10 for Emil Kraft. On to Fabian Shaw. Shaw Ramos. Back to his best under Eddie Howe. Like everybody is. He was outstanding. That assist. We always used to joke. Didn't want to play Shaw. Well, not much of a joke, he's played there for his country. Centre mid, play him further forward, put him in the fucking number 8 role. Do you know what I mean? He's that good on the ball. The eye for the assist for Joe Willock's goal, brilliant. Again, outmuscling his opponent, beating him to the ball, being composed, being comfortable. Technical ability is always there. He's starting to make those little runs further up the pitch to drag people out wide and whatnot and create space for our passing. Shaw has been on serious smoke the last couple of weeks, and after that new contract, obviously. Signed the thing, Fabian. Signed the thing. Yeah? Shaw, fantastic. I'm going to give him, I was going to say 10. I'm not. I'm going to go 9. 9. Very close to a 10. I'm going to go 9 for the assist and the clean sheet. As a defender, what more can you do? You'd probably see a score, obviously, but you can have a 10, bollocks. Lovely, Fabian. You can have a 10, lad. Dan Bain at the back again. Got caught out once or twice with the pace of Mbuemo and Vesa, but that's understandable. Do you know what I mean? He's a unit, but he's not there for that. What he is there for is the formidability at the back and the constant winning of aerial battles. He never looks like he's going to lose a header. No, you shouldn't either when you're fucking 7'7", like, exaggeration, 6'6", or 6'7". But when you're that big, you obviously should be. But that's not the case. We see it week in, week out, that's not the case. Do you know what I mean? Lascelles isn't exactly small, is he? He needs to get beat by headers every fucking week. But Bain cannot lose his place. He cannot. I mean, he's playing his heart out for this club, for his club, local lad. And he's just so good, man. He just looks so composed, so comfortable, ready. Game is out, isn't he? Dan Bain can have an 8 out of 10. Let me have a little sip of my tea. We'll move on to Matt Target. Make sure you're dropping yours in as well. Ooh, that's a little bit hot, that. Ooh, I'll go back again, will I? Matty Target, man. He could have scored. I don't want to say he should have, because I think he did everything he could have. I think, Rhea for them in goal was outstanding, to be honest. It would have been 4 or 5 if it wasn't for Brentford's number 1. But Matty Target, always finding space in the box, always beating his man to that run, busting the gut to get in the box. Some great efforts on goal, some good shots. Again, like I say, stopped by their keeper. And, he came close to a goal once or twice. And they're trying to wipe him out. They knew he was the boy, Matty G. Shaw. They're trying to wipe him out. Silva gets the red card. And that obviously does help us, because then that changes Brentford's style of play, formation, everything. But come on, we dominate that game anyway. But Matty Target was a constant problem for Brentford, getting up and down. They couldn't track him. At the back, he was staying tight to his man and getting stuck in. He was class again. I'm giving Matty Target 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Matty Target as we move on to the midfield. And we're moving on to Newcastle's player of the season so far, and probably will be throughout. Do you know what I mean? Joe Linton. Goal Linton yesterday. Yeah, he loves the game against Brentford, doesn't he? 2-2 against Brentford. 2 goals this season, both against the Bees. But Joe Linton showing Chris Wood how to head the ball, which I'll get on to later. But Joe Linton, but although if you watch the ball in, right, Wood gets two defenders dragged towards him. So Wood doing that allows a bit of space for Joe Linton to make a great run and get on the end of it. He's trying his utmost to get on the end of that. The desire to get on that cross, the willingness, the power of the header, the direction of the header. Absolutely class from Joe Linton. And then we don't even need to talk about his midfield performances anymore, do we? Do you know what I mean? In the middle of the park again, huge display, just getting stuck in. We all know what he's about. But to pop up with a goal as well, and the celebration run towards the crowd, and his post-match interview in English, phenomenal stuff. 10 out of 10 for Joe Linton. 10 out of 10. Captain Shelby, alongside him, ran the show. And this is why Bruno can't get in, because the balance is so good. We haven't even got on to Willock yet, but we've just talked about Joe Linton. Now we'll talk about John Joe Shelby. And, you think he had 60-plus passes. 60-plus passes, man, in the middle of the park. Just controlling that midfield for us, making it easy for everyone else. Letting Willock do the runs forward, letting Joe Linton break up the play. John Joe Shelby, give the ball to me. I'll pick out Target. I'll pick out Fraser. I'll pick out whoever. Class. 9 out of 10 for Shelby. And then Joe Willock. 2 goals in 2 games. He doesn't like it before Christmas. He wants to settle down for Christmas, watch Home Alone, get the family around, celebrate New Year's, and then he's on it. Then he's on smoke. Yeah? Like when he came to us on loan last January, unbelievable for us, wasn't he? What was it, 8 games in a row? 2 games in a row now he scored. Yeah? Couldn't score, couldn't perform before. And I'll put that down to, the injury that he had at the start of the season and Brucey Ball and everything else, but he was brilliant, Joe Willock, yesterday. Just like he was against West Ham, he was everywhere. He was up and down. He was a constant threat. He was playing with some real swagger in the middle of the park yesterday. The way he was moving around with the ball, the way he was asking for the ball, and that finish was serious. That's a serious finish. That a great finish, putting it into the top bins. And very, very pleased to see Joe Willock back to his best. Up the Maggies, he's loving it. He's loving life. We're all loving life. Joe Willock can have a 10 out of 10 as well. Okay. Ryan Fraser is another one. We all know Joe Linton and Eddie Howe and Shelby and everyone. But Ryan Fraser, man, the time at Bournemouth together, you can just see it, man. How good was Ryan Fraser yesterday? He was the heartbeat of that Newcastle side. He was at the centre of everything. Always wanting the ball, always driving forward, creating space, taking people on. The assist, the cross for Joe Linton was outstanding. He did another one for Chris Wood, where back post he should have scored. We'll get on that in Wood's rating. But his balls into the box, his deliveries, his pace is picking up again. He's the quality on the ball, the way he's making runs, the way he's making space for himself in dangerous areas. He was outstanding yesterday. Really, really pushing and probing Brentford throughout the game. Eddie Howe, well done. Ryan Fraser, well done though, because it's up to him. Yeah, Eddie Howe, like anything in life, I think Eddie Howe can coach him the best. You can tell someone to do something, but unless they apply themselves, it's not going to work. And Fraser is fully behind it. He's applying himself. He's loving life, and he was class again yesterday. Close to getting a goal again. Deservedly got an assist. Finally looking the part of that player that was 4 or 5 years ago now at Bournemouth. That was absolutely outstanding. Him and Callum Wilson. So Ryan Fraser yesterday, another 10 out of 10 for Fraser. Jagan Murphy, good enough game. I'll jump straight into it. 7 out of 10, good enough game. But I think we're getting so used to it now. Do you know what I mean? The expectations, more so the standards are rising. Do you know what I mean? So it might not be long until, obviously St. Maxim will probably be back next week, but would Eddie Howe look to change formation to bring Bruno into it because of how well Julian and Joe Willock and Shelby are playing? You can't drop them, and Bruno's so good that he should be starting, but you don't want to disrupt the formation and everything else. But Murphy, he threatened at times. He was getting amongst the covering lots of blades of grass. You know what I mean? Not letting Brentford have much space and time. But yeah, he blazed the shot wide, didn't he? And I just think I like Jacob Murphy, good squad player and everything, but yeah, you can see the difference, obviously, if St. Maximin's in there, maybe try Almiron in there, or try something else. But you've still got Wilson to come back, Bruno and that, so Bruno did come on for Murphy. We'll get into that quickly for the subs. But Chris Wood, he can have a 7 out of 10. The best thing he done was drag those two defenders towards him for the Julian goal, where Julian has a bit more space and freed up a defender at the back post to get his head onto it. But he's battling hard, Chris Wood. He's getting into the right positions more so now. With that big chance, that was his moment, that 0-0 to get that goal at the back post. Silva pulls off a good save, but there's just not enough power in that header, man. Chris Wood's got to be putting more behind that, and I thought that was his bread and butter. I thought he scores them all day long. I thought he was scoring them in his sleep. Do you know what I mean? He should be getting that in the back of the net, but like I said, he's getting in the right positions, he's battling hard, he's winning the aerial duels, he's drawing defenders towards him, allowing space for others to get into the box and whatnot, holding up the play, all of that. So while we're winning games, I'm not going to slam him. He should have scored yesterday. We want to see more goals from him, but since he's came in, since January, we're unbeaten in the league. Unbeaten in 2022 Newcastle. So, and he is a part of that. It might not look it because he hasn't got the goals, but certain things, if you watch, allows others to get into the box, allows space and time in the way we play. So Chris Wood can have a 7 out of 10. Just hope he gets that first goal soon, and it will be a big monkey off his back. Now, the subs, Bruno Guimaraes had a bit longer yesterday, came on in the 64th minute for Jacob Murphy, the most we've seen him play. And he almost got a goal as well, didn't he? He almost got one, put one wide. And I think us as fans, we're looking at that and we're seeing the way he's moving with the ball. And he just makes it look easy, doesn't he? He's completely at ease already in the Premier League. We're seeing that on his debut for a few minutes, how good he is on the ball, how technical he is, how much of a serious baller he is. He's a proper player. Can't wait to see more of him. Off the bench there, he can have a 7 as well, or an 8. Newcastle were playing well, just give him a 7, but he was doing well. And then the other subs were Lascelles on 84 minutes for Willock and Almiron for Fraser 90, so not going to give them a mark. But quickly on Eddie Howe, 7 games unbeaten now, best run in 10 years, 10 out of 10 for Eddie Howe, getting it right every single week. The togetherness in the squad, the team spirit, the mentality, the philosophy, everything has been outstanding. Absolutely brilliant from Eddie Howe and the lads. They're making us proud now. They're making us, showing us how much they care, and the desire in the performances is unreal to watch. Absolutely loving it. So 10 out of 10 for Howe. Lots of 10s in there throughout the team. Let us know your thoughts. Pop your player ratings in the comments as well. Subscribe to my Channel TV and enjoy yourself.